This is step 1 for your bear scratch painting project. You are going to need this worksheet, this piece of paper with this shape that was sent home. You're going to need the larger white piece of drawing paper that was sent home. You're also going to need scissors, and you're going to need some crayons. I like to use crayons that don't have any paper on them, but if you have, full-size crayons, these will work as well too. Excuse me. So, first thing you're going to do is cut out your shape. It's kind of a flat tire kind of a shape. Go ahead and cut that out. Make sure your thumbs are on top and you are staying on top of that black line. Rotate that paper around. Okay. You can recycle this extra paper right here. You're also going to need a pencil. Forgot about that. First thing, you use a pencil. I'm going to use a marker so that you can see it better on the screen. What we're going to do is please line up your tracer. We're using this as a tracer. Line it up on one end of your drawing paper and make sure it's pretty close to the end, not right in the middle, right in the end. And you're going to trace the top going all the way over, and then do not trace the bottom. So watching first, you're just going to go over and then stop. Nothing on the bottom yet. And then I want you to move your tracer over, leave just a little space in between. Don't go all the way over here. We're going to save some room for our next shape that we're tracing, but just about right here. And do the same thing. Don't do the bottom, just trace over the top. Staying close to the edge of your tracer. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a few more lines on our own. So we're going to make a smaller version of this arch. If you look at it right here, if we flip it over, it looks like what letter? A U. So what we're going to do is we're going to make kind of an upside down U, but we're going to make a smaller one inside. So again, watch me first, and then you go ahead and do. So with your pencil, about right here, I'm going to have you make a smaller upside down U inside. And then do the same thing with this one. So starting where you started your line and ended, a smaller one on the inside. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn these two shapes right here into an animal, some sort of animal. And down here, these are going to be the paws of our animal. So what we're going to do is thinking about, when you draw a smiley face, kind of like that, when you draw that smile, I want you to connect. Start on this end, watch, and check out what I'm doing. You're going to start on this end and you're going to connect with just that little smiley face smile. And then you're going to do it here. Don't do it here. We're going to skip over where my fingers are. You can put your fingers here too so you know. And then again, kind of that smiley face smile. We're going to do it to this one, where my fingers are. And then this last one right here. Okay, nice job. Now you're going to get your tracer, and this time you're going to cut out the circle. So again, make sure your thumbs are on top when you are cutting. And you're going to go around. Okay. And then again, this can be scrap. We can recycle that. And you're going to put your circle over here. Make sure that there's some space at the top. And go ahead and hold it down carefully and trace around your circle. Trying to stay on the edge. All right, so you no longer need this. You can keep it if you want, but we don't need it anymore for the project. And we're going to add some ears of our animal. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, well, it's in the title, but we're making a bear. I call this the bear scratch painting. So with your bear's head, and when you draw your bear's ears, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Try not to make your ears look like this. It's really cute. It's kind of like Winnie the Pooh. But when you bring them so close together like this, it's going to be really hard to cut it out. So when you draw your bear's ears, I want you to make them kind of wider at the base or towards the circle. So look how wide that is compared to how little. It'll be a little easier to cut that out. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. There you go. All right. All right, so we have our bear body. Now what I want you to do is flip your paper over. And you're not going to see the marks like on mine because I used a marker, but you used a pencil. This is a time where you're going to take your crayons. Now, if you have little crayons like this that have the paper peeled off, or you want to take some time and peel off, go for it. These will work a lot better. What I want you to do is fill this whole paper up with colors. So I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, so those rainbow colors. So if you have pieces that are like this, that are papers peeled off, lay it down flat, use your fingertips, hold your paper, and push back and forth, trying to fill up this whole paper with color. And you can switch, you can do it however you want. I'd like you to try all those colors, but you'll cover more surface area if you lay your crayon down flat and you hold it like I do. So I'm just kind of playing around. Maybe try mixing some colors and see what happens. Maybe mix some of those colors in there. I like that purple. Alright, so yep, if you lay it down flat, you get more surface area than just coloring it normal. But if you wanted to add some extra lines in there and kind of play around, that's fine too. But again, laying that crayon down flat and really using your body strength, your fingers and your arms, and pushing and making it super, super colorful. All right, this is your first step to your bear scratch painting.